do it fast enough. There you go. Come on, babies, keep coming. Watch out for the heavies. Flying in from the top. Colonel. Colonel is definitely in the mood for making baby. Hey, bro, do the dance. Don't just be a brute. Court the ladies. There you go. He has actually. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Well, that was not. See, you gotta be smooth, brother. You can't just flap your wing a little bit, do the whole dance, impress the ladies, earn the love, man. Now, what he's doing, as this is just me narrating because I literally have no idea the truth of the matter. Well, yeah, dodge that one. Hey, don't. Hey, geez Louise, I don't want to be in the middle of this. So, what he'll do is he'll make these little grunting sounds that tells the ladies, oh, there's a snack over here. He'll peck at the ground. And of course, since he's like their protector and their man, they'll come over and investigate. And then he'll try his little pretty boy dance, which I hope he does it on camera. Just a little bit. He'll drop that wing over his leg and he'll do this little shuffle, this little shimmy. And, you know, most of the time the girls are actually receptive once he does his dance. You're rushing it, bro. You just have no, look, man, don't you side-eye me. I'm not, oh, big boy. What's up, guy? I'm not meaning to just point the camera and, hi, babies. Oh, that's cute. His posture. There we go. It's actually, if you didn't know, if you don't watch, he'll fan one of his wings. Generally the opposite wing of the, what's going on, ladies? I'm not fighting you, bro. We've never fought. We're not going to fight now. I don't have enough of you to eat you. It's considerably beautiful. But he'll drop this wing and he'll fan it out along the side of his body and he'll do this little dance. And then the ladies will come over and he'll take care of his business. He did it a couple times. Hopefully it caught it. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Right now, he's just walking around posturing, being a little cocky, if you will. But that's okay. All right, well, I know he's fertilizing. I know he has a little harem. Follow him around. This girl is beautiful. Let me see, is he gonna do it? Nope. I always get asked, how is Fenny with the chickens? And I think, honestly, hi. I was cleaning out their dish. He thought he wanted a drink, so he got one. And I think, honestly, he's more afraid of them than they are of him, that's for sure. Because, you know, he's never heard any of them, and he's always been around. Like these older chickens, he's been around there, and, excuse me, ma'am. He's been around their entire lives. So they've always known him over here. Since they were little tiny babies like that, to medium sized, to full grown, Fenny's always been here. So they're just used to him. They don't mind him. I do think he's actually more afraid of them than they are of him. So there's nothing there on top, Mamacita. It's in the crevice, yes. You little dork. These are the girls I call the heavies, because they're just massive. They're little chunks. She's a light Brahma. The babies are creeping on you, bro. You better decide what you're gonna do besides the cute and cuddlies. He doesn't really care. Hi, baby. Love it. Thanks, buddy. These freaking goats. How did I miss them? Because they're back in the woods. Because it's friggin' hot. It's actually only 82 right now. Feels like almost 90. It's going up to 87, so it's gonna probably be feeling close to 100, I would say. All right, guys. What is up, and welcome back. Drugs. So, I kind of feel there's no magic number, but I think once you get around upwards of 5 goats, you gotta really want to start educating yourself on meds, because every trip to the vet costs us $40. It might be 50 now, just to take the goat in there. It's a basic office visit, so you're looking at 50 bucks, because they're gonna do an exam. This is the wrong one. They're gonna do an exam, just a basic look over the goat, basic physical exam, and that's where you're paying that 50 bucks. And then if you need meds, now our vet is really nice. He charges us, I think he's right at cost. And so Mooney, that's not very smart. I'm wearing socks and slippers. Moon Pie here is got the diarrhea. Frosty Mom, don't do that. People think you're pregnant. I do too, so don't do that. If she's pregnant, guys, she would be due end of October. Somewhere around in there. I know, honey. I think you got everything out. I don't think anything else is coming out. So, checked her eyes. Her Formatia is great. So, now I'm going to do toltrazuril to get rid of the coccidia. Guys, it wasn't bad. And then when this dry heat came on, it just exploded. Started with the boys. Somebody had mentioned, you know, is it safe to go in and out between? It's on the farm. I walk in there every day to feed the boys. I walk out here every day to feed the girls. It's here. They share a fence. They're going to get it. So we learned early on to just educate yourself. And we watch channels like Danelle, Wiedemann Reap, and Crystal from Blue Cactus Dairy. And there are a few other channels that we watched. And you just start picking up the little things. What meds are good for what issue the goats might be having. How to check Formatia. There's lots of good videos. I mean, we live in an age now, guys. The internet is savior of the world and destruction of the world. I mean, it is what it is. It's how you use it. But if I say check your goat's Formatia, and I don't do a good job of explaining it, which I probably don't, because I have a squirrel brain. See, she even looks miserable. I know, honey. We'll get some meds in you, and then you get some water going in. The heat is not helping. But if I say... Mom, I don't know why they're communicating. What, baby? You calling your mom just to call her over there? Anyway, ouch. Don't chew my leg hair. Anyway, if I tell you check your goat's Formatia, go to YouTube, find a good video that shows you how to check Formatia. Watch 10 different videos. You're going to get 10 different techniques, 10 different opinions on what's best. And just educate yourself that way, because it's going to cost you a fortune. Okay, let's go look at something real quick. We have boys. What do we have? We have the 4 big boys. So Jack, Mellow, Snickers, and Latte. And I don't even know how many little guys we have. 6 or 8. Speaking of which, Stitch is going home. Mater is going home. Mater's going to go live with Charlie and Lilo and Gizmo and Glitch. And Lisa might also be picking up Augustus for a little buddy for Charlie, because Charlie is the most amazing little goat ever, but he kind of doesn't have a friend right now, and he needs one. So 3 of the boys will be gone. So that's 7. Say we're looking at 10 goats over here. $40. That's $400 I would have had to spend just to take those boys to the vet. That's just for the initial visit. And then, like I said, on meds, our vet pretty much charges us at cost. He bumps it a little bit for his, you know, he's got to make a profit too. I have no issue with that. But he's not like, our old dog vet used to double the cost of the dog meds. So if he's paying $1 for this tube of medicine, he's charging you $2 for it. That's insane. I get it. But the thing is, now we've educated ourselves to the point where if we do have to take a goat to the vet, and he knows us and we know him, and he'll say, do you have valbazen? Because that's what I want to treat with. And I'll say, yep, we have that. And then he'll give me the dose. Even though I know the dose, he'll give me the dose. And so it's nice to just have those meds on hand. The world is a bit challenging right now. So if you're getting low, go find something with the longest out expiration you can possibly find. I know we just bought a whole new round of meds and they don't expire until 26. So that's kind of it for today. I just, you know, you can, I don't know how to say it. People always say, take them to the vet, take them to the vet, take them to the vet, take them to the vet. And I've said it before, if I had to go to the vet every time somebody had a little ailment, we would probably have to sell the majority of our goats just so we could afford to go to the vet, for the vet to tell us, yep, they have coccidia. Yes, they have this worm and treat with this and this. There's not a ton of drugs out there. There's basically about 5 dewormer meds out there. Okay, you have Cydectin, you have valbazen, you have Pyrantel, you have, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it, Prohibit. That's the 4 that we have on hand that we use. There's tons of other drugs out there, but we always use 2 classes of meds. So here's kind of a little blip of a class chart, and you want to use one from each class, so you make sure you're picking. All the worms and not just pinpointing necessarily. We only deworm when it's necessary. That's why I say know your goats, watch them, see what they're doing, check the FAMACHs if they're not acting normal. This is normal, even though she's just weird. Cookie is super weird, so anything she does is normal. And I love that goat. She's like my freaking spirit animal. I don't know where Cookie is right now. One might ask, hey, where's Cookie? All the other goats came back. Well, as we know, Cookie does not care. So she's probably laying out on the either over. So, okay. So if I have the FYP open, she lays right up there on the hill. She lays right down here next to the bridge, sometimes on the bridge, and she'll lay on the porch. Now her 4th spot is somewhere along this goat trail right here in the shade. If you can't find Cookie, look in those places. Now over here, I'm not quite as accustomed to where she's been laying. I know she has a good solid spot over by the house that she lays. Oh yeah, I see her. I see her over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, no, not really, but I can see her. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just, you know, we know what we're doing. We've taken the time to learn signs and symptoms. We watch our goats very, very closely. We don't medicate unless necessary, because once your worm's on your farm, every time a worm survives to the point of reproducing, that little baby worm has a tiny bit of resistance to your meds. So if you just worm once a month, deworm once a month, as your worms progress, they're eventually going to become immune to the dewormers that you have. And then your option is A, let your goat die, B, let your goat die. Now that will create a stronger herd for you, because the goats that do survive those worms will be more resistant to those worms without medication, but you're gonna lose some animals. Good morning, Miss Drizzle. Hi, baby. You look good. I mean, okay, such a weenie. I'm not allowed to pet her face, really. Now, if I don't have the camera and I get down there real slow and we get into it, I can get her face pets. Otherwise, she'll come to me and she'll stop here because she wants me to pet her back here on their body. Oh, look at you right there, honey. What are you doing? Okay, so that's it. That's my rant. Your poop looks good. A little dry. You should probably drink some water. So I'm going to go ahead and medicate. I'm going to treat Summer for coccidia with toltrazuril. I do not recommend Corid. Corid is caustic. It burns their throat. It burns their stomach. Your vet's going to tell you, go buy Corid. If you have a good vet, they'll get you a script for toltrazuril. Maybe. So, because what'll happen here is she's a little dehydrated. It's hot out. Her body's pulled all the moisture out of her system to flush her system. She now is down a little bit. She's feeling sick. If you guys have ever felt sick, you're just down, and her stomach is empty, so it's just prime real estate for the worms to just take over and multiply and build up. She's probably not going to eat much, so what I need to do, treat her as soon as possible. I noticed that this morning when I came in, there were a couple poo piles that didn't look good, and so I went around and I checked all the goat butts, and if you look at her demeanor, she looks a little frumpy. She's got wet tail, wet butt. And I think she's flushed everything out of her system now, so we're gonna get the toltraz in there and get rid of those worms, or get rid of the coccidia. Coccidia can get to your chickens, it can get to your horses, it can get to your pigs. I don't know about pigs. Let me rephrase that. Take that one back. Girl, you're about as big as your mama. Look at this. You need to stop nursing. Hi. Hi. One last thing. Somebody asked, will the moms wean the babies? I've seen moms wean babies right around 8 weeks. And because we'll keep babies anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks, depending on the buyer when they can come and pick them up. But I've seen mamas wean babies right around the 8-week mark, 2 months. They just start kicking them off. They're like, nah, get out of here. And now we're at a point where, I don't know how old you are. Probably 5 months, 6 months old. But I've heard goats can and will nurse their babies up to a year old, if not further. It just depends on mom and baby. Why you always look mean? I'm kind of sad for your face, because I know you're just as happy as this one. Look at her face. You're just happy. But your face always says, bring it on. All right, guys, I got to treat some babies. And the last one I have to treat, I'm trying to correct my grammar, so the grammar police don't get on me about saying gotta. The last baby I have to treat is Augustus. He is the only one that really hasn't pulled through the deworming that we did last time, so I'm going to go ahead and do him again. I'm going to use a different class of meds this time. One will be the same as last time, and one will be a different one from last time, so just make sure we get everything. All right, y'alls, it's hot, and this is going to be the day. Go lay in the barn on the cool concrete and chill and chew your cat. Hi. You want to take us out? Come here. Hi, baby. What? What? You're beautiful. I hope you have baby in there. But I hope it's not a buckskin like last year. I need a little silver queen just like you. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, do you want pets too? Fine. All right, bye guys.